Okay folks, welcome to another, I was going to say Arcade Perfect my arse, welcome to another 8-bit face-off kerfuffle. And in this video I'm taking a look at 8-bit game Short Circuit, published in 1986 I believe, by Ocean Software. It was based on the film of the same name. The film was actually pretty good, I've only seen it once. It's a film I need to revisit. So anyway, to quote the instructions, the aim of the game, number 5 is alive. A robot in the Saint series has gone haywire. 1,000,000 to 1 chance has resulted in a lightning bolt striking the automation and bringing it consciousness. Now the scientist who put him together wants to take him apart again to find out what went wrong. The president of Nova Robotics wants to capture him before the weapons he is carrying kills millions of civilians, and the security chief wants to blow him up so he can get home in time for his dinner. You are number 5, you are alive, and you aim to stay that way. Let's take a look. Right, the first version we're going to look at was the one that I played back in the day. This is on the Commodore 64. Music by Martin Galway, that's always a bonus. Now, I did actually have this game. It was a game that was bought for me by my mate Grant. I bought him the Spectrum one, and I got the Commodore 64 one. Now, my memories of this aren't very good. I don't mean I've got a bad memory, I mean I don't remember the game being particularly good. But anyway, let's give it a second chance. Now, right away, the graphics don't look as bad as I remember it to be. That's the thing, when you're playing, I've noticed that when I've been revisiting terrible games more recently, the games never appear to be as bad as I remember, probably because I've not just shelled out £9.99 for it. But anyway, a lot of purples going on, but I'm sure a laboratory back in the 80s would kind of look like that, so we'll cut it some slack. Right, what do I need to do here? Right, pressing spacebar cycles through jump. I can't jump. Utilize. Switch. Malfunction. Laser. Right, I don't appear to actually have any of these attributes. Nothing in there. There's my twin. Come on mate, out the road, let me in for a slash. Utilise. Oh, he's trying to block me, the bastard. Right, I'm assuming he's not going to let me in. Oh, we've kind of edged him away along a wee bit. Oh, keep going mate. Nah, he's not having it. He's not letting us in. I'm just going to have to cross my legs, I think, until I find another toilet. Right, so there's nothing there, so can we go left? Music's nice, but then there's no surprise there. I don't think Martin Galway's got a bad tune in him. Let's go. Alright, okay. You have been captured and deactivated. That's not a good idea. Let's have another quick shot. Nothing's happening there. I'm assuming you have to pick up like the jump and laser. Need more input. And that was his famous phrase. I'm at a loss here as to what you're supposed to do. Instructions don't give you anything away at all. Now I did notice that the game is apparently divided into 2 parts. I don't think I ever, in fact I can guarantee I never got to the second part. No, I'll let you through there. Right, let's try. Utilize nothing to use. Try him. And they look like the most kind of likely thing that we're going to be able to interact with. Search, examine, processing. Found nothing. Processing, found jump ROM. Ah, excellent. Can we jump? Nope. Right, I'm assuming we probably need to do something else. It's not going to be that simple, I wouldn't imagine. I've exhausted it. I've already checked them. Right, anyway, that is the Commodore 64 version. Let's take a look at the Amstrad one. Ah, right, nice. It always intrigues me when a software house brings out a game for 3 8-bit machines, all of which are fairly capable, and yet the resulting games usually turn out different on each system, because whilst it's got a robot and desks, it's completely different. This is almost kind of 3-dimensional. I do like the graphics in this one. I think they're excellent. Interface socket not present. Yeah, nothing there. It's bound to be something obvious, I would think, like a computer. Ah, link established. Excellent. Nova Labs. Right. Select program to load. Laser jump, search, laser. Let's try that one. Laser program has been downloaded. Fantastic. Can we use the laser? Nope. Laser amplifier board is needed. Right. So, yeah, you need to find that. Let's see if we can log back in again. How do we do that? We need to change the link. Is it going to let us in? There we go. Right, search or jump. Let's try jump. Our jump program has been loaded. Download program. Finish link terminated. See if there's anything else. I think was there a one for search, I think. Memory full, select program to erase space and environment. We don't want to erase any. Right, I think we're going to have to, we'll erase this one, jump, and then we'll re-download it. Okay. Can we jump? Nope. Right, again, like the laser, I'm assuming there's going to be further items required before it'll let us do that. Right, it's not letting us use that. Yeah, see, this is quite good fun. I was never a big fan of these kind of search and take this. pick up A, take it to C, drop it, pick up B, blah 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 blah. I've always been more into kind of arcade games, but I can see the enjoyment in this. I can see why people would enjoy this game. I don't think it reviewed particularly well in Zap, if I remember rightly, but yeah. And whilst it's not a patch on the Martin Galway track, at least it's got some nice music. Yeah, it's a slow burner, that's for sure. Right, okay, that is the Amstrad one. Let's take a look at the very last version, the ZX Spectrum. Talking of which, here it is. Right. So how do we change that? There we go, Kempston and fire. Right, okay. Similar to the Amstrad, graphics, the high-res graphics in the Spectrum were always quite impressive. The downside to it was pretty much monochrome. But then you expected that. There is no RS-232 connection on this workbench. Now you'll notice a complete lack of any sound whatsoever, which is a shame because you're playing the game in complete silence. I'm sure there could have been some sort of sound effect. There again, they probably thought, well, do you want an irritating noise like of him moving, or do you want some really kind of short bit of music that's going to play over and over and over again? And I know sometimes that can actually annoy you, so maybe they thought, well, we'll just have it quiet. If you're like me back in the 80s, I tended to put music on. I would put an album on when I was playing my C64. Right, this door is locked. This door is locked. It does have a certain spy v spy kind of ambience to it, the same sort of kind of layout with the graphics. Albeit the graphics in this are a lot kind of more detailed. There's a little Walter White picture in the top right. Right, okay, that door's locked as well, even though it looks open, but anyway. That kind of looks computer-like. Hey, there we go. Link established. Please select program to load. To load? You mean to download? Program loaded. Alright, let's try and use. How do you actually go into it? Yeah, it's interesting. Like I says, 3 8-bit computers, every version slightly different. Or in the Commodore 64 version, quite a bit different from the other two. I mean, this does have the same kind of isometric look to it of the Amstrad. I think if I had this on either Amstrad or Spectrum, I'd have been quite happy actually. Anyway, I shouldn't be summarising quite yet. Let's finish our look at of this one. Who can we go in this search and desk? Found nothing. How can you find nothing? There's quite clearly a computer on the desk there, you fool. Yeah, certainly it could do with some sound, I think. Right. Anyway, listen, I think that's quite enough of that. To summarise, C64, not as bad as I remember it. It's very purpley, quite blocky looking. It's a different animal completely from the ZX Spectrum and Amstrad. Amstrad one I thought was lovely looking. It had the nicest graphics, really detailed colour, and it also had a funky tune to boot. And the Spectrum one, similar to Amstrad, not as quite detailed again. Um, doesn't have the sound, or there's no sound at all, and it's obviously monochrome. So if I was going to play any of these for fun, what one would I go for? I think hands down it would be the Amstrad one. So as always, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, thank you very, very much for watching.